All right. Hey guys, welcome to Chit Chat with Shar. Super excited for this exclusive show on what's happening around economy and people trying to make money, especially small businesses around coronavirus, which has been devastating for our economy right now, and how there are some ways while you're home and you can still make money. So, at a very short notice, my amazing friend here, Sean Logan, who I've had before on my show, hey Sean, and he's
Hey,
super helpful when it comes to giving ideas on how social media is our one spot that we're always on. So, you might as well use some great strategies to make money too. And that is what we're going to talk about. Coronavirus has certainly, Sean, has affected our society in ways. I mean, we're seeing it already. The schools are being closed. I know I just went to a restaurant right now and their hours are being cut off. These people are absolutely very scared. What are your thoughts on it? What's happening? So where are you right now? First of all, tell me that.
right now I'm up in the Northwest. I'm in the state of Idaho. I
Nice.
think last time we did a call, I was traveling around somewhere, living out of hotels. I forget which state I was in, but um, I'm up in Idaho right now, and just kind of hanging out. I got some family up here, so I stop by Idaho from time to time in between my
Nice.
travels and stuff. And I figure just with all the crazy stuff going on with the world economy and the markets crashing and the central banks all being exposed as
Yeah.
scams,
Yeah.
I just saw this as a kind of an opportunity to kind of like stop traveling
Mm-hmm.
and kind of just start acquiring some more digital assets because they're all very cheap, and just kind of watching everything, and that way I can position myself and make the right moves to come out in profit when when whatever happens. I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, we literally see the central banks getting exposed as scams. We see all these big CEOs of big corporations that would normally get all the bailouts from the banks. They're all resigning. It's like all these crimes against humanity and bad things that were happening with the central banks and the things they were doing, extorting the people, ripping people off, stealing 50% of their wealth through taxation. This is all, it's just all getting exposed right now. And it's, there's a lot of bumps in the road. I think what's happening is we're going to evolve into a new kind of economy, a new monetary system, and a lot of things are going to change, hopefully for the better. I think it's going to change for the better because of how all the crimes against humanity are literally getting exposed, and all the corruption in the central banks is getting exposed.
Huge. So in Idaho too, you're experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing here in Canada. Businesses are really experiencing a lot of loss in terms of people wanting to come and participate and say in restaurants, movies, anywhere that there's a big large crowd. People are avoiding it. Is that what's happening in Idaho too?
Yes, but only in places like restaurants and movie theaters and sporting events. There's still big, large crowds in Walmart and the grocery stores and supply stores.
Oh my God, I'm so
So
glad you're pointing this. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you. Because when it comes to toilet papers, we're immediately out there. And
right?
other people grab it. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for making this point out. Yes, okay. Please explain what psyche do you think we're going through right now? Because yes, I understand fear is one of them, but are you really fearful when you're out there in supermarkets and also big crowds trying to grab all the groceries and well more so toilet papers
Well,
things
I'm not fearful at all.
like
These
that's for sure.
these are like bullish times for me. Okay, I'm like the opposite. I'm so excited about everything that is happening. There's a lot of psychological and emotional training that goes into what I do, and I want to share something with you really quick that I think you will find valuable. Hang on one second. So remember, I'm an investor,
Right.
and so I'm always watching markets.
Yes,
And if there's one thing that I know, and my mentors taught me, always creates a lot of wealth,
oh,
is when the markets are scared, when people are scared and there's big economic crisis going on, when markets are crashing, this is the time where you can acquire assets for
mhm.
dirt freaking cheap. And now this is where a lot of people mess up, is they let their emotions get the best of them. So we see this psychology of a market cycle right here. Can you see this okay?
I can, but can you also explain my audience a little bit about what the structure is talking about?
Well, basically, it's talking about the emotions that people go through
Mm,
during market cycles. So right now, we just had a huge crash in the stock market. We had a huge crash in the cryptocurrency market,
right.
and people are scared. See right here where it says panic.
Can you point it out again, please?
Right here, do you see right there?
Oh yeah,
It,
yeah, yeah,
it says panic, and then it says shit
yeah.
exclamation point. Everyone is selling everything. I need to get out. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's called panic selling. Now, when people are panic selling, it's driving the value of these assets down. So if you're prepared for this, you could be buying for everything for way better prices than you normally would.
Right.
Buy the fear, sell the greed, is what I always say.
Mm. Oh my goodness. Like, look at the psyche on this one, eh? And I'm so glad you're sharing this with us. Would you actually even, okay, I'm glad we're sharing this. In fact, I'd definitely request a copy of that if you could send it to me. If some of our audience, in fact, if they were asked for, is it something you're willing to share with all of us? If, say, we did ask for like a copy of that.
Oh yeah, you can find us on Google. You just type in psychology of a market cycle on Google and you can pull this up.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Well, as you can see, guys, yes, fear is feeding a lot of what's going on in our society right now. While we're scared to go to places like work, places of worship, and even to our certain businesses, but we're more than happy to go to Superstore, Walmart, and be in front of a crowd we don't even know. You just don't know what they could be carrying, and fight over certain grocery items that you feel are going to be the most necessary in case we shut down. So thank you so much, Sean, for sharing this amazing insight about the fear of it. Now, let's talk about, I don't want to talk about the problem too much. I mean, we all know there's a problem, and I'm here to really simply talk about the solutions. Say certain people, like I'm sure there are parents that are going to be staying home now, looking after the kids while daycares are shut down, the schools are shut down. They could be business owners that are staying home. There could be employees that are staying home and maybe losing some money. What are some of the other ideas of income, passive income, or some sort that you can share with us that we could still be able to sustain our lifestyle in?
Well, if, for example, if you're a mom and pop store of some kind and you have a brick and mortar business and all of a sudden you're not getting as much foot traffic because of the fear mongering going around about the coronavirus or whatever the reason may be, now would be an opportunity to learn how to start bringing some of your products online so that people can buy them online. This is
Absolutely.
also a time where you could join an affiliate program or a network marketing company and just start selling some kind of product on social media.
Affiliate program. Okay, are there a few that you can actually talk to us about?
Well, yeah, I mean, see, we live in a day and age where there's an affiliate program for almost every kind of product out there. So think about what products do you already use that benefit you, that you believe in, because those are the ones that you would probably do best with in affiliate marketing, because if you believe in something, it's easier to sell it.
Yes.
Also, you could look around and like, what are the problems that people are experiencing right now in the world, and find a solution to those problems and then bring that solution to those people that are having the problem. And you're going to close sales that way.
Amazing points there. So in that case, that brings me to the thought that a lot of people that now have online businesses, or people that can actually do their businesses online, just sitting on their laptop and having their iPhones in their hands, maybe don't have much to worry about, I would say, because there's not a lot of human traffic or one-on-one interaction that's happening with public, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think anyone who's already involved in online marketing or online coaching or network marketing or affiliate marketing or social media marketing, I think this is like an amazing time for those people, because right now sporting events are canceled. Music festivals are canceled. People are like quarantined in their homes. And what do people do when they're sitting in their homes? They're going to spend more time on the computer. Your audience just grew massively. So now you have this window of opportunity where you can reach a lot more people.
Good point. Oh my God. Super good point. Now, let's talk about the two ways that you and I were chatting about earlier that we can actually be making money right now. cryptocurrency being one of them. Uh, Tell me, first of all, what cryptocurrency is.
Okay, well, cryptocurrency, it's like digital currency.
Okay.
It's all done online. And the first cryptocurrency was Bitcoin, which I'm sure everyone's heard of that. And the thing about cryptocurrency is it's not controlled by the government or the central banks. So with cryptocurrency, uh, it can't be inflated the same way that the United States dollar is being inflated. Nowadays, they call it quantitative easing. I call it quantitative counterfeiting because really they're just printing money out of nowhere and that inflates the economy. I mean, when you increase the money supply by billions and billions or trillions and trillions of dollars like they're doing, well, then the United States dollar loses more purchasing power. I mean, if you look at the purchasing power, if you ever go look up like a chart, go on Google, look up the chart of the United States dollar purchasing power over the last 100 years, you'll just see it's constantly lost value over the last 100 years. So it's like the fact that you have the Federal Reserve printing up all this money, it's like they're robbing Americans of their wealth. But they're only robbing the Americans of their wealth who are saving money in the bank. You see, people like me that started getting it into cryptocurrencies. Well, cryptocurrencies, a lot of them have limited supplies. So as the limited supply is dwindling away and getting put into circulation, the value of them went up. For example, Bitcoin, when I got involved in Bitcoin, it was worth $450 a coin. Today, even in the crash that we're having, one of the biggest, fastest crashes, over like 50% of cryptocurrency lost its value in like one day. Even today in the crash, Bitcoin is still trading for around $5,300 a coin.
Nice. Very nice. Well, have you noticed people having some limiting beliefs around Bitcoin?
Yeah, yeah. Some
What,
people
what are
believe in.
some examples, if you can give us, please?
Well, you see, when you talk about Bitcoin and whether or not people believe in it, you're going to get all kinds of mixed opinions depending on who you ask. Now, you got to think that Bitcoin is a very disruptive technology that is disempowering central banks. So it's kind of like the way how file sharing, once everyone started file sharing on the internet, getting their music for free, it put Tower Records out of business. You know how Uber disrupted the taxi industry. It put taxi companies out of business. Airbnb disrupts the hotel industry. Well, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is doing that, but it's doing that to centralized banking. It's doing that to the Federal Reserve. So that's Bitcoin's more disruptive than all those things combined.
Well, then in that case, what are some of the benefits and why should people be investing into Bitcoin? It seems like it has actually evolved a lot over the years and more people are wanting to invest into that. So what are some of the benefits of investing into this?
Well, one benefit is it's encrypted and there's a limited supply. So it's never been able to be inflated like the United States dollar or the euro or the yen or any bank printed money. Another benefit is it's decentralized. So there, with Bitcoin or some of these other cryptocurrencies like Litecoin or Ethereum or Monero, I can send money to anyone, anywhere in the world, and there's nothing any bank or government can do to stop that transaction from happening. And there's nothing any bank or government can do to freeze my account. They've lost control in
No,
that aspect.
in that case, then how many businesses do interact or do businesses with cryptocurrency? Real estate? Do you think real estate would do that? Real
Yes,
estate?
in fact, there's websites right now. You can go online and there's websites and they'll have a whole list of real estates or real estate properties, that you can buy with Bitcoin. And the reason that they're on that website is because whoever's selling them is willing to accept Bitcoin. You can buy a Lamborghini dealership. You can go and buy a Lamborghini in Bitcoin. You can book travel in Bitcoin. I use Bitcoin all the time. I use it almost every single day. I get paid in Bitcoin for like my coaching program. People pay me in Bitcoin. I bought advertising in Bitcoin. You can buy almost anything with Bitcoin as long as you're willing to go online and research who is accepting it.
Interesting. So the future of Bitcoins is obviously looking good.
In my opinion, yes. Everything about cryptocurrency is looking really, really good because what we see happening is we see an old, archaic monetary system that is corrupt, that is extorting people and robbing people of their wealth. We see that falling. We see people losing faith in it. We see the central banks, which is that old corrupt monetary system, getting exposed as a scam. And as this whole old system crumbles, something new is going to rise up out of it. And I think it's going to be cryptocurrency. That is just my speculation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that information. So, crypto is certainly one of the ways that, while you're sitting at home, might as well do some research on it, see what it's worth it, and trying to invest into that would actually not be a bad idea. What about stocks, Sean? You want to talk about that maybe?
Well, again, back to that whole market cycles and stuff. The stock market just crashed. Well, not completely, but it had a major crash at the same time with the cryptocurrency market. And again, it's when you're investing in these things, you really got to research what you're investing in and make your own educated decision. Never invest money that you can't afford to lose. Don't be a blind investor just because you heard some guy talk about it on social media. Really research these things and make educated decisions. And again, this goes back to the psychological and emotional training is when it comes to investing, I say, if you've never done any kind of investing in cryptocurrencies or stocks or Forex or anything, and you're thinking about doing it, pick an amount of money that you have no emotional attachment to at all.
Okay.
And that's the amount you should start investing with, because that way, if you mess up and you lose it, it doesn't matter. It's not going to mess with your emotions. Think of it as a game. Like it's fun. It's like playing a video game. It's like,
true. But so say because in the initial stages, people that have never invested into crypto stocks, maybe a bit skeptical about the investment. So maybe they would want to go as minimum as maybe $20 or maximum 50.
that's perfectly fine.
That would be fine. Okay.
Yeah. The main thing is here's the thing. If you buy your first cryptocurrency, you only buy $20 worth or $50 worth. You're learning how to use the technology. That's
right.
Very important, because as we move into this new economy that's all digital, it's going to be very valuable for you to actually understand how to store cryptocurrency, how to send and receive it safely, how to use a cryptocurrency exchange, how to convert your fiat money into a cryptocurrency, how to convert it back. All this stuff is very, very high income, valuable skills that can allow you to get more financial freedom, all from the comfort of your own home.
Sweet. And these are some of the courses that you teach as well?
Yeah, I talk a lot about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency on my YouTube channel and my live streams. I talk about it in my coaching program because it's a big part of my business. And you think too is like the world is global and connected through social media, and we have people in third world countries where they don't have access to Visa debit cards and MasterCards and checking accounts like we do in the United States. You can drive around the corner in every city and get a checking account and a Visa, MasterCard, and boom, you're ready to go. In a lot of countries, it's very difficult for them to have access to that. However, they are at a point where they have an internet signal and a smartphone. And because of the simple fact that they have an internet signal and a smartphone, now they can download a cryptocurrency wallet and start participating in business on a global scale. And they don't need permission from a bank. They don't need permission from a government. They don't have to go and apply for a credit card. They don't have to go and put in their social security number and their ID and their address and all this stuff to get the checking account. None of that stuff. All they need is a computer or a smartphone and an internet signal.
Oh, you have no idea how helpful this talk was, because honest to God, we've all been talking about it. And unfortunately, we always talk about the fears around it and not the solution part of it. Fear, of course, is health-wise. We don't want to get affected by it. Fear is also around losing money from our businesses, from losing our jobs, perhaps, and at least to that one aspect of trying to still be able to make some money. You actually did put some really good points towards how we can still be able to make some money. So thank you so much, Sean. So I love that. Actually, before I was about to end the show right now, but not without asking you, tell me a little bit about those guns over there.
That's the shotgun. That's the AR-10.
Okay.
I've got a bunch. I got this one. This one I concealed carry. But I got a bunch. See, like, again, it's like, I'm not scared not only because I understand markets, but I own a lot of guns. If shit gets really crazy, like, I own so many guns. Even in a lot of these places where people are going and buying all the toilet paper, they're also going and they're buying up all the ammo from the gun stores, because they think because there's so much fear mongering on the media, the fake news, they blow everything out of proportion. They want to create fear. Like, there's an agenda. I think this is just my speculation, but I think that there is an agenda from evil people that are trying to crash these markets and then create all this fear so they can try to implement control structures and all this stuff. And I'm just like, but as it's happening, we see the people just completely losing faith in their mechanism that they have used to control people, which is centralized banking and being able to print as much money as they want and then use the money to control people and buy out politicians and all this stuff. We see that whole system crumbling down. Really, we see it all. We see it just being exposed for the scam that it always has been.
Unfortunately, right? And that's the sad part about this whole thing that's going down. But you know what, guys, Sean and I just want to collaborate with Sean tonight simply for one reason, and that is how we can certainly put some of our fears aside, which is how to still be able to make some money, which Sean has so beautifully talked about. Now again, I don't think I have to say this, but my amazing friend here, Sean, is more than happy to assist you with any questions you may have. He's got some amazing YouTube videos that are very educational in crypto and stocks. So please connect with him, watch some videos, and then get educated. Let's just work together as a community to really help each other bring down those fears, and let's focus on the most important things that are happening in our lives. Thank you so much, Sean, for being here on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.